The BBC are proving yet again how morally reprehensible they are because they are being accused of being incredibly biased with who they are choosing to play on Six playlist. So they have decided to block music from Roisin Murphy because she criticised puberty blockers on her social media. However, they are happy to play music from Dream Nails, a song called They Them, which includes the line kick turfs all day, don't break a sweat. Yep, that's from the British Broadcasting Corporation. That's from this British institution, which is supposed to represent this country, this embarrassment of an organisation, which thinks it's perfectly okay to play music from someone advocating violence against those who advocate for female only safe spaces. And yet they will block music from a musician who has criticised puberty blockers. Perhaps the BBC would like to go and do some research on puberty blockers. Perhaps they would like to go and talk to those who've had real life experience with puberty blockers and the incredible amount of damage that they can do to children. Perhaps they would like to go and research about Chloe Cole in the United States, who was one child who went through a transition. After medical professionals manipulated both her and her parents, she was put on puberty blockers. Her breasts were removed. She will forever have an Adam's apple and a lower voice, and the amount of trauma that this has inflicted on her and her family ever since this happened is just mind-blowing. So why don't the BBC go and research this stuff? Why don't they go and think about their moral compass, which has clearly got lost somewhere along the way? And why don't they acknowledge the fact that there is something seriously wrong with this trans ideology movement when we are talking about medications that can do irreversible damage. And there is something seriously wrong with their idea of freedom of speech when they block a musician who is sharing her views about this subject, but they are happy to promote violence. Now, what is going on there? I don't know what's going on with the BBC. There seems to be one thing after another. They obviously can't get their act together. So I think it's about time we seriously think about whether we even want the BBC anymore, because they are really not in line with what the people want right now.
Have you got what it takes to be a reasoned presenter? Well, send us a short clip of yourself to join@reasoned.uk and we might be seeing you on this very channel very soon indeed.